So, Helpdesk. Good. What is Helpdesk, and why do we need to talk about Helpdesk? This is a customer service class. Yes, but because it's a customer service class, it's very related to the Helpdesk. So that's why we are discussing this. But somebody will tell me, I'm not going to be a Helpdesk. It doesn't matter. Let me tell you what the Helpdesk job is, and then we can figure it out. Good. Let's talk about the IT. Now, do you guys, first of all, can I get a quick reference from you guys in the chat? Are you guys in the first year or second year right now? I know some of you are in the first year, some of the second. So just in the chat, just throw me a quick word, first or second year. Good, good. Okay. Software or hardware? Oh, they give me all the software student. You guys, good, good, good. I love torturing you guys. Okay, we have somebody from the hardware. Not bad. Good. Okay. So now the question for you is this. Do you guys know how the IT team work in an organization? Do you know how is the IT team work here in CNAQ? What department they have, who's doing what, what's the job? Do you know what are you going to work when you finish from here? Or you just like, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, I'm studying. My father told me go here, I'm going here. I have no idea what I'm going to do when I'm done. Good? Okay. I like your honesty, guys. So let me explain it to you. So IT teams are divided mainly into 4 major categories. Somebody tell me, does that mean, sir, 4 teams? No, 4 teams. I'm talking about job now, functionality, not about the teams. So the 4 functionality are as follows. Support, infrastructure, applications, and security. So these are the 4 major categories that any IT team have to be divided into those 4 groups. Okay, so somebody tell me, what is the support team? What's the functionality of the support? Just pick up the phone, microphone and speak. Don't worry about it.
They provide the basic support, the basic interaction between the customer and the rest of the team.
Good. So they're the one who answers the phone and says, how can I help you? Correct? They're the one who fix your computer. They're the one who fix your printer. So support team have 3 functions underneath. Help desk. These are the guys who will help you whether you walk in, email, for support. Do you guys understand what walk in means?
You go up to them and say hi.
Yeah, go to the counter. We have a counter, come say hi. So this is the help of the help desk job. Now, what if the help desk cannot help? What if my desktop power supply is smoking out? There's a smoke coming out of my power supply. Can the help desk help me over the phone? No. Somebody has to come to my desk. This is what we call a desktop team. Desktop team are the guys who go to your office. They are the one who come to your office and fix the printer. They are the one who come to your office and fix the desktop. They are the one who come and fix the computer in the lab, in the whatever. Good. And then we have a 3rd team, which is audio video team. This is the team responsible for the projectors, for the meeting rooms. You know, this technology 10 years ago, we didn't have it. Good. If you guys remember your elementary school, there was no technology in your classroom. Good. The teacher have a chalkboard. I'm not sure what kind of school, but in my days, the teacher have a chalkboard. The biggest technology we had was the ruler that he used to hit us with, slap our hand with when we make trouble. Now there is projector and computer and touch and tablet and Wi-Fi, and my kids now in their school, they go with their laptop. They don't use paper. They don't use pen. My son can't even write on a paper. I'm not sure what crazy school is this, but that's the fact. So we have 3 different major jobs. Help desk for the phone, for the email, for the support. Desktops are the guys who fix the computers and the printers, and audio video are the guys who support the media and the audio video stuff. Now, can somebody tell me about infrastructure team? What is infrastructure team? Come on, somebody pick up.
Is that the networking team?
Yes, but that's one job. What else other than networking? Come on. Good. Yes. Network team are the one responsible for the cables, for the router, for the Wi-Fi, for the phone. Yes. We also have what? The server team. The guys who have the Active Directory, the email, the Exchange, the Linux, all these extra servers. We call them infrastructure team. There is one very important for you guys, software people. Come on, this is hardware student. Software people, database. We have the database server. These database servers are managed by the infrastructure team. So the infrastructure team, their job is to make sure the servers up and running, the database up and running, the network is up and running, all these kind of stuff. Good. What about application team? What is the job of the
Bugs and
application team?
critters.
Sorry?
Bugs and critters within any program available on the server.
I didn't hear the first word. What did you say?
Bugs, insects,
Bugs.
critters.
Maybe. What else? What do you guys think about the software? Come on, you are a software student.
They install the applications on the computers.
No, installing the application, that's the job of the desktop.
Oh.
Me installing Microsoft Office on your computer, that's the job of the desktop.
Giving rights, giving access.
Giving rights, giving access, that's the server. The server
Working
is
on
the
the
one
user
controlling.
interface.
Yeah, the application, as you said, somebody said it in the chat. Somebody is super, super shy. He sent me the right answer in the chat on private. It's D2L. Good. Applications is D2L. PeopleSoft, the SharePoint. You know those big systems that you guys are using here in CNAQ? These are the softwares that the application team are responsible for. Good. Now, there is a very trick here. There is development and there is running and managing. Good. Can somebody tell me what's the difference between the two?
With development, you're developing your own resources. With running and managing, you're borrowing it from some others.
Development means you write the code for it and you build the program from scratch. Good. That's the job of the development. Running and managing, you buy the software from somebody else and you run it. For example, D2L, are we running it or are we developing?
Running it.
We are running it. We just went out and paid this ton of money for those guys in Canada and we bought it from them. Good. And so what is the job of the IT guy responsible for D2L team? What is his job?
His job is to maintain correspondence between the college and the guys who he leased the software from.
Not only correspondence, he have technical job. Let's be honest, I'm not hiring a secretary. This is a guy who studied IT. This is your job. Good. This is the guy who is responsible for maintaining that server, running it, make sure it's working fine, make sure the settings, the configuration, make sure when D2L launch a new update, he will configure the update on the server and upgrade it to the new version. He's the one who will do this stuff. Now, with the running and managing, there is sometimes some development. So for example, you know the PeopleSoft that we are using? PeopleSoft is massive application. PeopleSoft, we buy it, it's ready, but PeopleSoft give us the ability to develop our own application inside PeopleSoft. So for example, I know there is some work right now going to develop an attendance system. So instead of me as a teacher taking attendance from you as student every class, and like, where is Zainab and who is this Shantam down here? I don't know how to read the name. And then I read the name funny and you guys laugh at me and laugh at the guy. Good. We were talking about developing an attendance system. So students will come touch their ID on the ID pad on the front of the classroom. And that's it. That attendance has been taken. We don't have to worry about it. So PeopleSoft don't have this feature. We can write the code for it. Good. So this is the job of the application team. Now, security team. What do you think the job of the security team is?
To keep it secure from the hackers or from the errors.
Maintaining the integrity of the system.
So security team is make sure the network is secure. Make sure the firewall is done. Make sure, I don't know, the ports are configured. Make sure the network blah, blah, blah security feature is set up. But that's the old security team. Up to 10, 15 years ago, everybody was focusing on how to make your network secure, your infrastructure secure. But then they figure out, as the experience grow, as people have the experience, they figure out that hackers don't need to break the firewall. They don't need to go through your firewall and crack your firewall to go to your organization. All what they need is a stupid employee. A stupid employee that you give him something, and that stupid employee will put his USB on the computer and boom, you are inside. You don't need to crack the hacker. So they found out these stuff are very critical. This is where the role comes to the governance. So the term governance, you guys will hear it a lot in the future. What does governance mean? It means make sure your employees are doing what they are supposed to do. Make sure your employees are doing what they are supposed to do so that your system and your network is secure. So for example, good, if you have a secure building and you are entering the building and then you find a nice lady coming next to you, will you let her in? Will you keep the door open for her? Of course, come on, we are gentlemen and she's a nice lady. We will definitely keep the door open for her. Dude, she doesn't even work in the building. Good? She doesn't even work in the building. And this is how hackers used to get inside the buildings. Just a nice lady standing in front of the building, or an old lady, or an old gentleman, or somebody carrying 2 boxes of donuts and coffee in his both hands, and he will wait for you until you get near the door, and he will come next to you, and you are a very polite person, of course. Oh, sir, alhamdulillah, you open the door for him and you let him in. And the guy is already inside the building. Good? So this is where they find out that we need to have governance, we need to have rule, we need to have procedure. This is how we do stuff. This is how you enter the building. This is how you leave the building. For example, how often do we have to change our password? Good? How often do you guys change your password?
Literally once in
Every
a
month.
year.
Once a year or even more. But this is wrong. Good. At BlackBerry, we used to change it every 60 days. Really, every 60 days we have to change it. Good. For me as a network administrator at BlackBerry, because I'm an administrator, I have 2 accounts. My administrator account, I have to change it every 15 days. Good. I remember I had my password with number at the end, and it's like keep counting. I reached like 99 or something. I filled out the whole keyboard. Good. So this is how we have the rules, what we call it governance. Did you guys understand what the governance is? Having these rules. So that's an important department, important business now in IT. People doesn't know about it, but now it's becoming more and more popular and it's more and more demand. Now they find out there's a problem. What's the problem? Security guy, he done the firewall, alhamdulillah. And the management and the director and the president and everybody sat down and says, you don't open the doors for the old lady. You understand this? Alhamdulillah. Then 5 minutes later, half of the employees forget about it. And people come back and do it. This is where they created something called compliance or auditing. This is a job where somebody will come and verify if you are doing what you are supposed to be doing. So if you are a server guy creating accounts, good, the governance will tell you, you have to create the account this way so it is secure. The audit guy will come every 6 months or every 1 year, and he will run random check, and he will tell you, show me the proof that you are doing it in the right way. Or he will randomly select 50 names or 60 names or 100 names to make sure you are doing it right. So are you clear about the auditing? Good. This is stuff nobody explained to you guys, and people don't know about it. And that's why I need to make sure you guys understand it and you guys understand what's happening in this. Good.
So the compliance is basically just like a boss going around making sure everything is going all right, yeah?
We used to have it that way. We used to have that job for the boss. So the boss will come down and will look at you and he catch you smoking and you are in trouble. But how often the boss can come down and check? Seriously. That's why they created a whole team for it. And not only a team, the team it's not about somebody having a stick and going around saying, are you smoking? No. It's about creating the proper report, creating the proper monitoring system, creating the proper check. We have a whole quality assurance. At BlackBerry, I developed for them the quality assurance. because the help desk team, we were asking them to do specific things, how to talk to the customer. We were teaching our team how to handle the customer. And then we had the rules for them written. That was the governance. When the customer call you, you have to say this stuff. When the customer do this stuff. Then we do the compliance. We run a report that randomly will pick up on you, every employee, and randomly pick up 5 calls and analyze these 5 calls and see if that employee have done good job on those 5 calls. Good. So it's not the manager. It's somebody, his job is to make sure everybody else is doing their job. And then give the report to the manager, says, here is what's going on. You got the point? So this is what we call it compliance. Make sure people are doing what they are supposed to do. Clear? So now somebody will tell me, does that mean in every IT place there is these teams? No, these are not teams. These are function. Good. So I'll give you an example. At Qatar University, this is how we look like. Exactly, because we are a small company. Qatar University is medium size. We have about 100 IT guys in there. The total number was like 3,000 employees and 20,000 students. So the IT department looks something like this. We had a help desk, a desktop, audio video team. We have network team. We have server team. We have database team. The server team had about six guys. Yeah. In application team, we have a team for Oracle to develop the Oracle, which is similar to PeopleSoft. We have a team for Blackboard, which is similar to DTL. We have a team for SharePoint, and we have a team for Big Data. So 4 teams. Good. We had one team for security. It was one guy security and his manager, and the manager was doing all this stuff. Now, alhamdulillah, they got 2 people doing this stuff with them. At BlackBerry, my help desk team was 120 people. We divided it into 3 different teams: help desk, senior help desk, and help desk specialist. Good. We had the desktop team are scattered all over the globe in every place. We had an extra team here at BlackBerry called VIP team, VIP support. These are the guys who support the CEO, the BlackBerry managers, the BlackBerry director, and the CIO, the big guys. Good. We have an employee. He had the best job in life. He was Mike Lazaridis' boy. You know, Mike Lazaridis was the founder of BlackBerry. So that guy has a small backpack in his car, and wherever Mike goes, that guy goes. Days or night, weekend or not weekend, Mike will call him. Technically, he was living at Mike's house, and Mike Lazaridis, the big boss of BlackBerry, like, okay, we have a conference in China. He gets his private jet, and that guy goes with him. Of course, all 5 stars hotel, 7 stars hotel. He had the best life ever, that guy. Good. Of course, audio video team at BlackBerry was like 4 or 5 teams. So somebody will tell me, why are you telling us this? I'm telling you this so you know where are you going in the future. What job are you going to do in the future? Good. Not only this, you have to understand other people with you, because you guys as a software student, most of you are software students, you are writing a code. That code that you are writing will need to get the information of the employees data. That employees data, you get it from the server, from the Active Directory. The hardware student, there is a couple of hardware students here, need to understand that the software student will call them tomorrow to get this data from them. So there is a relation between you guys and the server guys to get this stuff. The server guy have to give you the permission so you can access and read the data, and you will have to inject data in their system, so you guys have to work together. And it will help you understand to find a job in the future, to know what kind of job do you want to do in the future. Where do you want to go in the future? Somebody will tell me, can we go in the future and choose our job? The first job, you will not choose it. The first job, whatever they will give you, you will take it. If they tell you you are going to clean a computer screens in Mars and for 20 riyal per day, you will take it because this is your first job. Good. Unless your father is very, 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 very rich and you don't need the money and you don't plan to work, that's a different story. But your first job is your first job. Good. You get whatever you get. Now, once you get that, this is where you have the chance to start moving on. This is where you have the chance to understand what's going around you. This is to have a chance to decide what to do next. Okay. Do I need to become more as D2L specialized person, be the best person in Qatar that manage D2L? Or do I want to keep myself more flexible? I will work some on D2L, some on PeopleSoft, some of this stuff. So this is the way you guys understand it. If you guys have a question about this, please feel free to ask me. The time in this class do not allow me to go more and more about this, but please feel free to ask me anytime about this stuff. I love to explain this stuff to you guys. Do you have any question quickly before we move to the next point? Good.
Oh, sorry, it's clear.
Okay, so what's the help desk? Good. Somebody will tell me, come on, why are we talking about the help desk? I'm going to be the developer who's sitting here. Yes, you are the developer who's sitting here. Why do you care about the help desk? Because we are all help desk. In matter of fact, help desk doesn't refer to this. Yes, they call it help desk team, but help desk is all of us. Good. All of us are help desk. Good. So what is the help desk? The help desk is the single point of contact in a company. Meaning, if me as an employee now in CNAQ, I have a problem with my computer, I will call the help desk. Good. Hey, help desk, can you help me? My D2L, I'm unable to see my student. I'm trying to add the student and give him 0 in the exam, but the system doesn't allow me to give him 0. Okay. So help desk will try to help me. Good. Does that mean help desk can do everything? Of course not. If they do their best to help, if they cannot, they move it to another team. So this is the job of the help desk. Good. So the main purpose of the help desk technician is to assist the customer who need help. Now, what is the technical support? So technical support, it's a wide range of service that enable the people or your customers to do their job. So the IT help desk or the IT support are here to help us as teacher, help you as a student, help the HR, the facility, the administrator, everybody to do their job. We are here to help them use the computer and use the technology. Good.
So can you go back to the last PowerPoint? So just want to see one thing.
This?
Yes, yes. Oh, okay, that's all. I just wanted to read the last paragraph.
No, right.
Thank you.
Okay. So what does the technical support include? Can somebody tell me what's the job of the technical support include? It's include installation, meaning installing the hardware, installing the software, installing the network, installing the application. So technical support, you can install a printer at the customer office. You can install Microsoft Office in his computer. You can install D2L on the server. You can install Windows Exchange, Active Directory, blah, blah, blah on the server. You can install an actual server. You can install a hard drive on a server. You can install a database on your database server. All these installation stuff. Keeping, part of our job to keep things running. Good. Make sure the Active Directory is running. Make sure the D2L is running. Upgrading. You know how much of an upgrade we got? Like, there is nothing in the IT life except upgrading. Good. Upgrading. D2L get upgraded. PeopleServe get upgraded. Windows, server, Linux, Exchange, router software, everything get updated every day. So we have to make sure everything is getting updated and upgraded. Let's call it like this. Update means install a new version of the software. Upgrade meaning replace the hardware, bring in new hardware. And providing support. So people think that technical support is about providing support. No, technical support is about installing, keeping, upgrading, and providing technical support. So it's everything at once. So what is customer support? Good. Customer support, it's a service that's offered by the IT team to help customers understand, benefit from their product. Good. And by answering their questions, solving their problem, provide the training, help them. So it's a service that the IT department do to help his customers, and we call them customers. We help our customers use the technology that we are giving to them. Good. Who's the customer? The customer could be a person, could be a company, could be somebody who buy or take your product or your service. Good. So anybody that you are supposed to help, we call them what? Customers. So there is something called internal help desk and external help desk. What is this? Internal help desk is the situation where the help desk is providing support to his customers, but all the customers are employees in the same company. Good. While external help desk is providing support for customers that are from outside the company. So let me tell you this. When I was working at BlackBerry as the help desk, is my help desk used to be internal or external?
Internal.
Internal, because I am helping my own employees. I'm helping BlackBerry's employees. So it's internal. What about Orido?
External.
External.
External. Orido is helping the people, me and you and my mobile and your mobile. We are not employed by Orido. Good. What about the customer service at Carrefour? The customer service at Carrefour, what are they, internal or external?
External.
External, because they help you. You are not employed by the Carrefour. Okay, so you got the difference. So somebody will tell me, does it really matter? Is there a difference? No, of course there's no difference.
Can you tell the difference again?
Internal customers mean the customers are employed by the company. Good. External customers mean the customers are outside the company. They don't work for the same company. Okay. So for Orido, if one of you get hired tomorrow in Orido help desk, will he be dealing with internal customer or external customers? External customers. When you call Orido, when you have a problem at your own home right now, you call Orido. Are you working for Orido? No, I'm not working for Orido. When you call them, you are an external customer. Good. But me now, Hassan, here in CNAQ as a teacher, when I call an IT here or IT downstairs, am I internal customer or external customer?
Internal.
customer.
I work with the same organization. Good. So one question I ask, are the IT department in the college here, is he internal or external?
Internal.
Internal.
What about you guys?
It's external.
We are technically internal. We are students at the
Internal.
college.
This is how I know if you guys like the university or not. If you says external, that means you don't like us. If
No,
you says
sir.
internal, that you are part of the family. So are you
No,
guys
sir.
external or external?
No, sir, we are internal.
Yeah, we treat you guys as a family. So yes, we consider you to be internal with us. Okay. So somebody will tell me again, what's the difference? There is no difference. Good. You will treat both customers in the same respect. There is a small difference, very small difference. Internal customers, sometimes we can control them. I love controlling people. You know, Professor X from X-Men, the bald guy who controls people from his mind. Yes, I love controlling people. But external customers, I cannot control them. Somebody tell me, how do you control people? I'll tell you, for example, here in CNAQ, if the IT manager and his manager and the president of the university decided that it is the best option for the employees not to have admin right on their computer, me as a customer, I have to comply. I have to say yes. Good. If they decided I cannot change my background screen, they have to have the CNA logo on my background screen. They don't want me to change the desktop background. I have to say yes. It's not nice, but I have to say yes. I'm an employee at the end. Good. I might give my opinion, but I have to say yes. But can Apple, for example, force you guys to put Steve Jobs photo on your background of your phone? No. So when you're dealing with internal customer and external customer, it only makes a difference when you are making a rule or a decision. You have to be careful. Can I force this or I cannot force this? But it's not a big deal. Just a roughly idea. Okay? Good. There is another term that is very, very confusing to many people, but it's very simple. Help desk versus service desk. So what's the difference between help desk and service desk? Help desk and service desk. Help desk is specialized in focusing on incident. Do you guys understand what incident means?
A particular situation.
Incident means something broken. So help desk usually help when something gets broken. Hey, help desk, my TV is not working. Hey, help desk, my mouse is not working. Good. But people find out that help desk can do more than just fixing things. We can offer services. So this is where the term came, service desk. So service desk not only do fixing broken thing, we can help with extra stuff. Like for example, can I get extra hard drive? Is that an incident? No. Is the computer broken? It's not broken. But my hard drive is getting full. Can I get an extra hard drive? Good. Can I get bigger screen? I'm too much working. I cannot work. So that's where the term service desk does. So help desk is only about fixing stuff. Service desk is not only about fixing stuff. It's about fixing stuff, ordering stuff, changing, all the extra features. You understand the difference between the two? Now, somebody tell me, this is 100% followed in the market? No. Like downstairs, we still call our help desk, we call it help desk. Even though we are doing service desk, but we call it help desk. But it's a term that you need to know about because some people are changing the name. So it's good for you to know about. So I'll tell you an example at BlackBerry. At BlackBerry, if the employee went to the washroom and he found the toilet broken, he will send an email to the help desk. Somebody will tell me, seriously, I studied 2 years at CNAQ, learning all this scripting, coding, crazy stuff that the teacher are driving me nuts to end up doing plumbing job for cleaning, fixing toilets. No, you're not going to fix the toilet. There is a team for that. There's a facility team whose job to fix the toilets. But we had a service desk, meaning anything the customers need, by customers mean employee, anything the employee need, he sent an email to the help desk, says, but the light bulb in my room is not working. My door is giving sound when I'm closing the door. Good. The steps is broken. The elevator is broken. My laptop is broken. My screen is broken. So me as a help desk, I will get all these emails. And then the first email about the toilet, I'll send it to facility team. They're the one who's responsible for maintaining the building. Second one, it's I send it to the electricity team. They are responsible for the light bulb. Third one, I will send it to the desktop team. They will go replace his mouse. Good. So this is the idea between service desk and help desk. Good. Okay. So how the help desk work? Where the work come from? So the work come from to the help desk from walk-in, as I told you before. Many help desk have counters. People come to the counter. Good. Coming from phone. Phone is the most popular way. People pick up the phone and call. Email, of course, email. There is online. Can somebody tell me about online? What online mean? What do you guys think online mean?
Social media.
Exactly. Social media. You know how many times I complain about the restaurant in Doha on the Facebook page and they have to respond to me? Good. This is help desk. Yes, it's help desk. The owner of that restaurant have to respond to me. They put this ad for amazing iftar and they don't put the price. And come on, man, I'm super hungry. I'm tired from teaching the student. They're giving me a hard time. And you putting me a very nice plate and you don't put the price and send a message on Facebook. What's the price? And he replied back to me, confidential, private. Crazy guys. Good. So social media. People are using WhatsApp. People are using Facebook. People are using Twitter. Help desk now have to handle this with customers. Good. So this is a new technology now. It's there. People are working on it. Automated system. I don't expect you guys to know this, but I will tell you about it a little bit details. In these days, because the technology are developing super crazy fast, we notice out that we cannot monitor everything by our eyes. So now we have system to monitor systems. So we have computers to monitor computers. So we have a system that can monitor our servers. And in case one of the servers starts showing an error, that system will email the help desk that him server 5 is showing an error in the hard drive. Good. So for example, you know the fingerprint system that the employee used to do fingerprint when they attend in the morning? At Qatar University, we set it up. So if that fingerprint machine do not talk to the server every 15 minutes, the server will send us an email says the fingerprint system in the front of the IT building is not working. Good. And we will go fix it before the employees knows that it's not working, because that's what we call it, automated system. Good. So these are amazing stuff. We used to set them up everywhere, and this is the future of the technology, automated system. You don't want to wait for the thing to crash and people complain about it. You need to know that it is about to getting crashed and you go fix it before it gets out. I remember a few years ago, we had to wait until the printer stopped printing and there is no ink in the printer. and people call us, says there is no ink in the printer, and we go to do that. Nowadays, all this new system, the printer will send an email to the help desk, says, I am currently at 10%, please send the ink here. So we will get the ink there before the printer finish. Good, you got this hopefully. Now, where the work go? We got the work. Where does it go? Work go in two directions. Either solved by the help desk team. So thank God the help desk team know how to do it. They do it, done, close it, amazing. Or they will have to send it to another team. Good, we send the work to another team. Something have a problem, we send it to the hard drive. Something have a problem, we send it to the facility team, to the system team, to the network team. Good. Clear? Anybody have a question about those main idea about the help desk? Good. So we will go now to the next step, working as a help desk. I will just give you a small introduction about this. We'll carry it next class, but I want to give you a quick introduction about this. Your class time is really bad. You guys either too close to the iftar or too close to the wake up. Tomorrow morning you will be sleepy, and now you are hungry. And I don't know how you guys are focusing with me.
Sir,
Yeah.
these are chapters?
No, these are small lines in one chapter. The whole presentation is one chapter.
So 8 of those are the 8 comments are one chapter.
The whole presentation is one chapter. Each one of those is a small topic, 5 or 6 slides. So everything we talk about,
is there in total?
we have 8 chapters.
We have 8 chapters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. So working as a help desk. So
Sir, the things we need to know are things that are in the PowerPoint, yeah?
yeah, everything in the PowerPoint. So what do you need to have to work as a help desk? Good. Any of you have an experience with the help desk? And don't tell me no, because that means you didn't understand what the help desk is. How was your experience with the help desk?
The one at the college.
No, it doesn't have to be the one on the college. Any help desk in your life.
Mixed. There were some that good, there were some that bad.
Tell me about one of the bad experience.
Well, one of the bad ones was in the Vodafone help desk, the chat feature that you get.
Good.
So I was asking the lady one question, and then we got confused on a point. So instead of like clearing my confusion, she just abruptly left the chat. She just left it. I don't know why, but I did not try to contact again.
Good. So you got the point. Working as a help desk requires 2 major things. One is the technical skill. And that's easy. Good. I can teach you that. Anybody can teach you that. You can learn it. The other part is how to handle customer, how to be nice to the customer, how to work with customers. Good. I will tell you about an experience that I had at the Fahes. You know Fahes, for doing the car check when you have to renew your car. Okay. If you don't know, ask your parents about it. So you go there, you drive your car, blah, blah, blah. When you finish, after you do, the guys check your car, you have to go outside, and there is a small box where a police officer is sitting there, and he will give you the result, whether you pass or fail, whether your car pass or fail. So I went in the morning, taking my car there, out, I went out. And as soon as I reached that counter, the guy there says, hey, salamu alaikum, alaikum salam. He says, do you want the result? I told him, please. He says, I will need something from you first before I give it to you. And I was like, yeah, come on, this is Qatar. They don't get bribe here. Only in Syria they get bribe. The police here are polite. And I was like, what do you want? And the guy says, make me a good dua. Good. I told him, may Allah give you alhamdulillah. And he says, congratulations, your car passed. And he was smiling in my face, and I left. And wallahi, I left there very, very happy. Good. Very happy. And the guys got himself very nice dua. I went, I bring my wife car. It was like about 3 or 4 hours later. So I came in, and there was another gentleman there. Good. I parked my car a little bit away from the window, and he was looking at me and like, what? And I gave him the paper. He says, okay, wait, take, go. Like, he did his job. His job is to give me the result. He wasn't bad or wasn't unpolite. He didn't swear at me or do bad behavior. But he was like, take it. Okay. The first, you see how much difference between the two? Good. I was thinking about something very important. If I am visiting Qatar for the first time and I met those two guys, good, or I met one of them, my idea will be, oh my God, the Qatari people are super nice. Or why is the Qatari people so dry and solid? You can see, this is exactly how you impact your company as a help desk. If I came to you and you treated me very nice, very polite, I will assume that the whole company is nice and polite. And if I came to you and you treated me, I don't want to say bad. I'm not saying you are bad guy. It's just like, your face. I will have a feeling that why are those guys so mean? Good. Remember back to your life. Remember the servant at the restaurant. Remember the guys in the shop where you buy your shoes or you buy your t-shirts. Remember the guys at the airport. Remember the flight attendant. Remember every place you go. All these guys are some kind of help desk. Yes, they are not IT help desk, but they are help desk. Remember the difference. Remember, whenever you go someplace, you tell your friend, don't buy from this guy. He's crazy. Go buy from that guy. Okay? Because the smile and the face and the reaction with your customer. So this is what we are trying to teach you in that course, in this course. How to be nice to people, how to leave amazing image, how to let people like you and like your system. Okay? So this is our first class today.